appreciate it.
So, you were preparing for the invasion of Japan when they dropped the atomic bomb. And there's always a lot of controversy these days about whether that bomb should be dropped and how wars should be conducted. I'd like you just to comment briefly on the feeling as a soldier in the nation about dropping that bomb and what prospects you would have faced had that bomb not been dropped, and also on the wars that we're currently conducting in the Mideast.
Well, I feel that the United States has been saved from annihilation by the Japanese had we not dropped the bombs. This was a very, very meaningful thing. Those of us who saw some of the activities of the homeland of Japan, they were right down to their children being taught how to kill Americans. All violence were the same way. And so as far as I was concerned, it was a necessary thing. And anybody that has anything against that, I would like to have them share the fact that they are alive today because of the fact that we were not taken over by someone who would have caused millions of casualties in the Americas. As to the current, I'm not very familiar with it, but here's a couple of things I have. We knew who our enemy was. We knew who was backing us up at home. The whole country was backing us up. We did not have splintering of it. All the men, women, and children at home were sacrificing just like each one of us. As it pertains to today and the security, I'm concerned about how little security we have because of the fact that we were under strict rules about, in fact, it was a court-martial case. The mail went back and forth, tipped off anybody about where we were at. It was a very serious thing. But today, with everybody having internet, cell phones, a newsman in the front end of the tank, and all the commentary that's going on, I feel is a definite mistake. And I frankly am worried about what's going on over there because of these lacks of support by the country and most of the country, people who have eligible people to serve the service are afraid to try it.
Any other questions?
Yes. Well, wait a minute. Let's get somebody else.
How about you veterans up there?
More questions?
Well, I'd like to ask one. When you were on Saipan, and did you face any Japanese suicide charges?
That's a story in itself. Our unit had landed on the beach. The Navy dropped us off, and we were setting up on the beach and firing up Mount Tapachow. But on Mount Tapachow were all these emplacements, gun emplacements, all been planned. Like I say, a city underneath. And all of those pillboxes, or whatever you might call them, were zeroed in on the beach. So when we landed there, we were under heavy fire. We actually were able to go up the mountain. We got 3 divisions of us, and the divisions went up toward the top. The thing that was heartbreaking was the fact that one of the divisions did not move fast enough. It was an Army division, incidentally. They didn't go as far, and so spilling off between the two Marine divisions, they actually had a situation where all of the final attack was being organized by the Japanese. Civilians everywhere, knives, saws, axes, as well as guns, massed together, and there's about 4,000 people came down, breaking through the lines between the divisions, and came right over the top of our battery. Our battery was, our battalion of howitzers was there, and our H battery, 10th Marines, 2nd Marine Division, was overrun. And we had terrible losses. But the artillery there laid the howitzers right down, point blank, setting the fuses at the time fuses, VT fuse, 4/10 of a second, and the command came out, direct fire at will. And we fired and fired, and the howitzers got red hot. The barrels got red hot and became unusable. But in the meantime, we were stacking them up in front of it. It was a terrible experience. One of the problems we had, we didn't have any support from the Navy, because the Navy, after they had landed, well, they dropped us off. They left because they were on their way to another armada in the Philippines that was about to take place because of the logistic circumstances. They pulled away. So here we were with our backs to the wall, to the water. Anyway, that was it. And it was a very serious experience. Yes, we don't talk about a lot of the details of it, but they were so dug in that we spent lots of time going back and forth trying to get these caves cleared of people. It was just actually a city underneath. Yes, sir.